Let me introduce to you the game called chess. Chess is a board game played between two players. The game originated in India before the 6th century AD. One player is in control of the white pieces and the other player is in control of the black pieces. The player controlling the white pieces is often referred to as white, and the player controlling the black pieces is often simply referred to as black. White always goes first. Today, chess is one of the world's most popular games played by millions of people worldwide at home, in clubs, online, by correspondence, and in tournaments. The game is played on a chessboard, which is a squared checkered board with 64 squares arranged in an 8 by 8 grid. The objective of the game is to checkmate the opponent's king, whereby the king is under immediate attack or in check, and there is no way to remove it from the attack on the next move. Each chess piece has its own style of moving. So, let's proceed to the different chess pieces. So, here are the chess pieces. Let's start with the pawn. The pawn moves forwards only, never backwards. On its first move, it may only move 1 or 2 squares. After that, it can only move 1 square at a time, capturing only the diagonal. So this is the image of how the pawn moves and how it can attack the opponent. The arrow on the left side indicates the move, and the arrow on the right side shows the process of attacking the opponent. So next is the bishop. Bishop moves straight along diagonals and do not jump. The bishop has no restriction in distance for each move but is limited to diagonal movement. So I have here the image of how bishop moves and how it can attack. White bishop can only move and attack diagonally, and so as the black. So now we have the queen. Each side gets only one queen. She moves along the diagonals, the ranks, and the files. The queen can move as far as she wants in any direction until she encounters another chess piece or the edge of the game. She cannot jump. The queen is quite powerful. So I have here the image of how queen moves and how it can attack. Like what I said earlier, the queen is quite powerful. She can move straight, horizontally, and diagonally. Now we have the rook. The rook is next in power to the queen. The rook can move any number of squares in horizontal and vertical directions. The rook, however, cannot jump over any pieces. So I have here a diagram showing how the rook can attack and how it can move. Like what I said earlier, the rook can attack horizontal and in vertical directions. Next is the knight. The knight is the only piece that can jump over other pieces. The knight moves in an L shape, but he can capture only on the square where he finishes his jump. So I have here a diagram showing the moves of a knight. As you can see, the X mark is the square where the knight can move. You'll notice that each move forms a L shape. The king can go in any direction, but only one square at a time. The king can capture any enemy piece or pawn that is undefended and must always stay at least one square away from the opposing king. Here's a diagram of how king can attack. It can move in any direction, but you must remember it can only move one square at a time. So now, let's proceed to the check and checkmate. The king is in check when he is attacked by the opponent's piece. The player making check must say check when he is attacking the opponent's king. If your king is in check, you must stop this on the next move. Since the objective of the game is to capture the opponent's king, the game is lost if you cannot stop the check by blocking, capturing the attacking piece, or moving the king to a safe square. The check then turns into checkmate. This means that the king is dead. When the king is checked and cannot move out of check, then he is checkmate and the game is over.
Create defeated using Powtoon.